Hey guys, Chi-Chi here and welcome back to my channel, Chi.Chi.Luxe. Yeah, what a difference a year makes. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I am going to be doing a year review slash wear and tear update on my Essentials V bracelet. And yeah, I have a couple of things to say about it. So if you want to see what I think, keep on watching. So about a year ago, I unboxed this little beauty. If you didn't catch it, I'll link it right up here in the cards and definitely in the description box. So I bought this about a year ago and yeah, it's still holding on, it's still holding up, and it's still going strong. The main question on everyone's mind is, yo, is it worth it to buy such a small piece of jewelry? And my answer still stands. I really do love this piece. Now, there are some pros and there are definitely some cons to this particular bracelet. Let's get into this wear and tear. Here's the bracelet after a year's worth of wear. It's not totally warped. It's definitely concave to my wrist, and the inside where it does have like the product code and the size and the Louis Vuitton stamp. If I can zoom it in a little bit, it definitely did fade a little bit, but to me, if it's going to be rubbing up against your skin, it's kind of inevitable. As far as the actual V, the hardware, I actually don't even see any scratches on this particular golden piece, which is actually kind of shocking to me. I use this quite a bit, and for the use that I have with it, I expected this V to be a little bit more scratched up than what I thought I put it through, but it is good to know that I put it through a bit of a battle and it has held up. This entire bracelet to me has held up really, really well. The inside, of course, it rubs against your skin, so it's bound to get dirty. I have got a tiny water stain on it because, you know, sometimes water does travel down your arm and while you're wearing it. I don't have any cracks in the glaze. Is still perfect. Like, I don't know what glaze this is. They need to put it on a pochette métis because, you know, we all know what's going on with that. But the glazing on here is still perfect. No cracking, no chipping, nothing. Even on the very, very tip, it's still good. All of my stitches are still intact. Nothing has popped. The part that I was the most concerned about were the holes that are in the one end of the belt. I figured that these would expand, they get bigger, they get looser. Nope, they're still just as tight. Like, well, maybe not just as tight as when I first got it, but it's still a pretty good, oops, wrong hole. That's what she said. Let me stop. Still hasn't like gotten so loose that you're in fear of this falling off. I'm very pleased with that. All of the hardware still is gold, which is also really good. Yeah, I haven't had a single issue with this except for one thing. Over time, depending on how you might bump your hand or your wrist, this, if something gets caught between the tip, the tail, and the bracelet, this part of the end of the bracelet will begin to like push backwards, because also that's where you're taking the bracelet off. But I'm not too concerned about it. That's the only, I guess, negative thing I have to say about this particular bracelet, is that this over time will probably pull backwards. But you know, when you take it off, just make sure you kind of hold it for a little bit. You can curl it up, whatever you want to do. But I think this is a really good bracelet to invest in. I 100% approve on it. Now, I'm gonna get into a little rant. I wish this came in larger sizes. I really do. It only comes in 2 sizes, 17 and 19. I wish this came in a 21, even a 23, because I am plus size. So it is very, very close to my wrist. I would love to wear it a little lower. Now, some of you are like, oh, well, it has 2 buttons. You can possibly use it that way. See, the problem with that is when you use one of the buttons, you kind of have to, you know, tilt it in a downward motion. It's not bad, but you know, when you're paying this much, you kind of want to have everything straight. If you want to have it straight, it goes over the button, so there's nowhere to actually push the button through. I am able to bring it down just a hair, but I wish they just had larger sizes because I don't like when my bracelets are that far up on my wrist. Let me put it back to the second, to both of them. You know, it's really, really close up to my wrist, and I kind of want it down here a little bit, you know? It's unfortunate that, you know, they don't make these in bigger sizes, but you know, I think that is something to consider, like just expanding the size range, because 17 and 19, like, let's face it, that's tiny, and at least in my book. But yeah, I hope they do expand it, because I really do feel like these bracelets are really, really cool, and that's just not for Louis Vuitton. I would love a lot of these luxury brands to cater to some larger sizes, you know, get into the plus, you know, we got money, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love this bracelet, but it is unfortunate because if I wanted to stack it with another Louis Vuitton bracelet, I can't. It's a either or situation with me, whereas some people have the ability to stack their bracelets, and I don't have that option, which is a little sad, but I mean, that's all I can do. So overall, would I buy this again? Yes, I would. I would buy it again. I would buy a different one. I think I will eventually get another one. It's a great little piece, and with Louis Vuitton's glazing issues that they've been having, and for this not to be falling apart, I mean, I'm a happy customer, at least with this. I don't know about the bags, but yeah, this SLG I'm definitely happy with. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Essentials bracelet. Hope this helped you out. If it did, give me a thumbs up, comment down below if you have it. What are some of your experiences? And of course, if you have any other questions on this that I didn't touch, let's have a little comment party down there. All right, have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.